So this is a problem here. We stuffed this morning, but there was no insulation here, so this goes into the attic here. Vapor barrier seems to have stopped here. In my opinion, it should have probably went by a little further. So this big gap here permits the cold air from sumping down into this huge open cavity here. So this is an issue here. This goes along the whole way here, and even this crack here, there's no insulation really sitting on top of this wall here.
So if the vapor barrier would have continued all the way to the wall, the back wall, the problem would have not, there would not be no problem there.
Or this piece here being a solid piece all the way across.
Oh yeah.
So the vapor barrier can hook onto this, and this vapor barrier, so you have something continuous like this, but I don't know if that was the case, but even if it was, you still have this big gap between the two pieces of wood here that cold air is coming down. And like I said, these pieces I put on this morning, you can see here some of the blown in from the attic has fallen through. So this is an issue for cold air coming into the wall. This is okay. It's the same thing on this side. I can reach right into the attic here, no problems.
No vapor barrier.
Well, vapor barrier seems to probably just have stopped here and may have come down here. But again, it's this gap here without a solid piece of wood. Like you just got a clean flow of cold air coming down. Now for this stuff here, this is attic space. This is cold. This is cold too. There's no sheeting. There's no air. There's no Tyvek air barrier on the cold side. So the cold air coming through is just being filtered by the fiberglass. It's not preventing air from coming through. So fiberglass without the air barrier and vapor barrier is zero. Same thing here. We put these cardboards on to for a backing to spray on. There was none, so you can see the eaves right back here, the soffits. So there's cold air running all alongside this back wall. And again, this was just fiberglass, vapor barrier, and drywall. So fiberglass is not performing.
There was no vapor barrier behind that. It was only insulation fiberglass.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Your vapor barrier is on the warm side. That's okay. But there was no sheeting. There's no air barrier on the outside, on the cold side, preventing the cold air from coming to the fiberglass. So that's an issue. And it's the same thing here. This is all attic space.
And how about the rest of the house, the corridor and the other two rooms?
The corridor had the foam board on it. This dormer is the same thing as that one, so there's no backing. Cold air is just coming right in as it pleases. So this was foam boards. It was a 4-foot piece, so there was still a big open gap at the end that air could actually come in and down into the wall. So it wasn't as bad, but without it reaching this insulation here.
So if the insulation board would have reached all the way to the top, they were missing about a foot. That's why the problem.
Well, it would have been better. It would have been better. Like this is, it's okay, but it could have been better. That cold air travels through here, all through this stuff.
Yeah, we pushed the insulation in order for you to walk in. We could see the soffit straight through.
Yeah, because that piece of floor has to be insulated underneath.
Yeah.
If your wall or your ceiling isn't here. So this it wasn't as bad. We tried. There was just missing a piece, in my opinion, to go a little bit higher, which would have been better. This wall's not too bad. This is a solid 2x6. I'm not sure why it's not the same as on the other end, but at least they have a solid piece here, vapor barrier. I'm guessing there's 2 layers here, so they would have probably brought this down here, which is good. I don't see too many issues here on this wall specifically. It's pretty good. This, same thing. Yes, you have your vapor barrier on the warm side, that's good. But you do still need a sheeting or an air barrier, either or, well, at least an air barrier, a Tyvek, behind here to keep the cold air from coming into the wall. Your fiberglass and then your insulation. So if there was none of that there seems to be pieces of foam. I don't know if they went all the way up, but it's yeah, in my opinion, could have been addressed a little bit better, but okay. So that's just a continuation of that. This wall is the same as on the other end. It's just somewhat blocked. There's still a big gap here. Even if the vapor barrier comes down and wraps here, there's still this big gaping gap here that the cold air just comes down into the wall. So we can definitely make this better.
And how about the last attic piece?
Well, these are all pretty much the same. They've attempted to put a piece of rigid insulation here, 3/4 inch all the way up, which is not a bad idea, but it does have to go, it does have to reach the slope.
No, it did not. It was all the way up to here. There was nothing above.
So it's,
So the cold air was coming up and then down.
yeah, air will find a way in. It's just, it'll come up, it'll come down.
Yeah.
And fiberglass doesn't keep cold.
So based on what you see, it's normal that we were freezing in the wintertime in
Yes,
these rooms.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, because this is, you got a huge attic space just behind that one wall. You know, so if it's not done properly, of course it's gonna be cold.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.